looking because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him. But what a challenge this defense faces today.
Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, we're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fighting off the defender. LSU will get a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown LSU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but a great field position for the O at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Can't get him to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's the hit. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody
breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
The old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Wide open downfield. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Calls his own number. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab deep. Finds some room. He's at the... and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the... There he goes! And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Finds a man on the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
It's a seam wide open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get out of...
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They marched 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Pucks it out of the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. It's caught. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died. As soon as it hit the ground, beautiful job.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run the option. Turning it on. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turbin. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
35, Kentucky, 7.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're going back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Heaves it deep. It's caught. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Snap in the shotgun. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Here we go, here we go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be passed, but that's...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
35, Kentucky, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Quarterback got it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kentucky 17.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it in.
The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Gets it past the marker. Turning on the Jets. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right here. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Mendenhall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Colorado State came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rams won, it's more how they won. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18!
Wants to go up top. Got his man. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
Here we go, here we go!
Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. He's got the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off play action on first down. Got a man.
The first down pass complete to the wide.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Second down.
Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And the Tigers take over. First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Slams it ahead. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarter.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point was good to finish things off.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you, and that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. It'll be a draw. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
They'll send the tight end in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He's loose. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. That's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kentucky 20.
Coming out with it, it's Jamison. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.